Hello and welcome again to Victory Services Education. I'm teacher Athanas speaking from a beautiful country, Tanzania, where I teach at Gliston, one of the best schools in our country located in Manyara region. And I'm truly grateful to those of you who joined this journey. To all who subscribed to my channel, and to those who commented and liked my previous sessions, thank you very much. A special shout out to my friends David Cromer from Greece, Hashim Mohammed Ali from Zanzibar, Robert from South Africa, and many more who reached me out on WhatsApp. Your messages and your comments reminds me that this mission is changing lives across the world. And to everyone who is watching from Africa and beyond, I thank God for you. Your support keeps this dream alive and growing. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and hit subscribe button below so you don't miss any of my exciting upcoming video sessions. And now I'm excited to announce that session 0.4, the last installment of our beginners series, is already here. And in this session, we'll be learning with Windows 11. And don't worry, everything also applies if you are still using Windows 10. And one thing to note here, technology nowadays is no longer optional. It is essential. Those who understand it lead the way, but those who ignore get left behind. Do not be one of them. So, take a deep breath and let's move together to a higher digital level, step by step, skill by skill. And before we dive deeper, let's have a quick look on what we are going to learn today. Let's get started. Okay, this is session 0.4, practical computer skills for everyday use. And in this part, we are going to dive into what we are going to learn today. And before we start, if you have not watched my previous sessions, please make sure you do, because each part builds on the other. Also, if you have any questions, appreciations, or a specific area you would like us to cover, go straight to the comment section and let me know. I personally read and respond to every comment. And today, we are going to explore how to make computers not just tools you use, but companions that help you learn, create, and grow. And here is what we will learn today. Number 1, building a confident digital mindset, learning with courage and curiosity. Before any skill comes the right mindset. We will begin by learning how to face computers without fear, replacing hesitation with curiosity. Because confidence is not about knowing everything. It's about daring to try, explore, and learn something new. That's where real digital growth begins. Number 2, everyday computer wisdom and habits that shape growth. We will explore small daily habits and stay organized. These little things might seem simple, but they shape how fast you grow in technology. Good habits build users. Smart habits build creators. And number 3, real-life navigation in Windows 11. You will learn how to move windows, resize them, and arrange them side by side just like a professional multitasker. You will finally see that your screen is not a mystery. It's a workspace waiting to be mastered. And number 4, using a flash drive safely and smartly. You will also learn how to use a flash drive, not just to copy files, but to arrange them wisely. We will cover how to open it, copy, paste, and safely remove it without losing data. A flash may be small, but it's a powerful key that connects your work whenever you go. Number 5, understanding universal computer concepts that apply in every program. In this part, we will uncover what I call the language of computers. You will see that every program, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Photoshop, Canva, Audacity, all of them, they speak in a similar patterns. Once you understand this, you can open any program and feel instantly at home. Number 6, personalizing your computer, making it feel truly yours. We will then look at how to make your computer more comfortable and friendly. From changing backgrounds to adjusting brightness, taskbars, and icons. You will learn how to make your computer reflect your style and preferences. Because when your computer feels right, your focus flows naturally. Number 7, exploring settings and key system areas with purpose. We will explore your system's heart, the settings area. You will see where to find the tools that control everything from sound to display. We will move through them slowly and confidently so you know what each one does and how it helps you work smarter. Number 8, using technology as creativity. Turning tools into instruments of innovation. Finally, we will step into my favorite part, where imagination meets skill. You'll see how tools like PowerPoint, Excel, Word, and so on can be more than just the applications. They can become your stage for teaching, designing, creating, and inspiring others. Because technology is not just about usage, it's about creation. And the moment you start creating, your journey as a true digital thinker begins. So, that's what awaits you in today's session. Stay with me. Each part builds on the other. And by the end, you won't just use your computer. You will understand it, command it, and create with it. Let's begin. Let's begin shaping the right mindset for learning technology. Before we touch the computer, we need the right mindset. The courage to believe it is possible to learn. Technology is not a threat. It's a language waiting to be understood. Let's begin with the wisdom that prepares our minds. Number 1, every click teaches you something. No click is ever wasted. Every action on a computer, even a wrong one, has a lesson behind it. Every click you make teaches you how the system responds. It's through these small steps that your confidence grows. So, don't be afraid to explore. The computer only follows your command. And when you realize that learning happens in every click, you'll begin to explore more freely. And that curiosity will open new doors. Keep exploring. Let curiosity lead your learning every day. The more you explore, the more your understanding deepens. Technology rewards the curious, those who click and those who ask and try again. Make curiosity your teacher. Every time you open a new program or test a new feature, your digital world expands. But remember, curiosity alone is not enough. To grow, you must practice consistently, even in small ways. Practice a little every day. Progress is hidden in repetition. No one becomes skilled overnight. Every small moment you spend practicing, typing, opening files, or saving documents adds up. Consistency turns fear into familiarity. Your fingers remember. Your eyes recognize. That's how confidence is built, one simple action at a time. And as you begin practicing, something powerful begins to form: patience. Patience plus practice equals lasting power. Patience is your silent strength in technology. Sometimes things don't work as planned, and that's okay. When you combine patience with consistent effort, the results stay with you forever. Technology may change, but the wisdom you build stays within you. So, before you open the computer or touch the keyboard, remember this: you already have what it takes. The computer is your student. It listens to your instructions. It waits for your decision. This is the beginning of your digital confidence. All right, we have just explored practical wisdom, the habits that shape consistency in our learning journey. But now, let's go deeper into something even more powerful: the mindset that drives it all. Because every great digital learner does not just use a computer, they think differently about it. So, let's build that mindset together. The first mindset is control. You are in charge. The computer simply responds to your thinking. You are always the master. The computer only follows your command. It doesn't think, it doesn't feel, and it doesn't decide. You do. When you click, it acts. When you stop, it waits. Never be afraid of it. Just be aware of it. The computer was made to serve the mind, not to limit it. Now think about this. The computer obeys your thoughts. Train your thoughts and you will master the machine. Next one is resiliency. Mistakes are messages. Technology uses them to make you wiser. Every error you face is not a failure. It's a feedback. When something does not work, the computer is not punishing you, it is teaching you. Each mistake whispers, try again differently. And each retry makes you stronger, faster, and wiser. Remember, every professional press the wrong keys sometimes. The difference is they keep trying. Don't curse the error. Say thank you to it. It's a proof that you are learning. And as you learn from your mistakes, something beautiful begins to grow inside you. Confidence. Curiosity unlocks confidence. Ask, click, and learn boldly. Confidence in technology does not come from knowing everything. It comes from being curious enough to explore what you don't know. Every question you ask, every click you try, and every new window you open builds courage. Confidence is not the absence of doubt. It's the decision to move forward anyway. And let me tell you something. Even I, Teacher Athanas, still make sure I start something new every single day. There is no way I can teach you to this level if I'm not learning. That's how growth never stops. And once curiosity becomes your fuel, innovation naturally follows because you start seeing possibilities everywhere. Exploration is innovation. Every brave click leads to discovery. Every discovery in technology began with a single moment of curiosity, a person who dared to try. Innovation is not for geniuses only. It's for everyone who refuses to stop learning. Every time you try a new feature, combine two tools, or solve a challenge in your own way, you are innovating. And remember, the world we live in now belongs to the learners, those who build themselves every single day. Don't forget this. Every new idea starts with one brave learner who refused to stay the same. So, as we continue our journey, remember this. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need the right mindset. Be curious, be patient, and keep growing. Because technology does not shape you, you shape it. Now, let's carry this mindset into the next session, where we will bring what we have learned to life through practice. Okay, now welcome to part 3 of our session, Real Life Navigation in Windows 11. And I told you something before. If you are still using Windows 10, you don't have to worry because everything we are going to learn here also applies there. And before we begin, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and make sure you have watched the previous sessions, session 0.1 to session 0.3, because each session builds upon the other. And now that our mindset is strong and confident, let's bring everything to life right here on the screen. In this part, I will show you how to move, resize, and arrange windows, and later how to use a flash drive, the things we use every day, whether at school, at work, or even at home. Now on my desktop, let me open this PC right here. Now think about this. Every time you use a computer, you will need to move things around. Maybe you are a teacher preparing a lesson, or a student doing a research, or just organizing family photos. You will always need to move your windows. Now, before we begin, let's take a moment to understand what a window really is. This, what you see here, is called a window. You see? It's a rectangular space that opens whenever you start a program, a folder, or a file on your computer. Let me repeat a bit. A window is a rectangular space that opens whenever you start a program, a folder, or a file on your computer. Every window gives you a view into something. It's like a door that opens to a different room of your digital world. Now, let's look at the main parts quickly here. At the very top here is the title bar. It shows the name of what's open. In this case, this PC. Right beside it are the three control buttons: minimize, maximize, and close. And we have already talked about this in session 0.2. And below the title bar is the toolbar area, where you will find shortcuts like New, Sort, and View. On the left side is the navigation pane. This helps you move between folders, just like flipping through sections in a book. And here in the middle is the main content area. This is where your files and folders actually appear. So in short, every window is a workspace. You can move it, resize it, or even close it, depending on what you want to do next. Now let's go and see how to move a window. Now, to move a window like the one you are seeing here, just move your mouse pointer to the title bar up here. And when your cursor is on the title bar like this, just press and hold the left button of your mouse and drag the window to another location that you want, like this. You see? Here I'm holding the left button of my mouse. You see? And now I can move my window to any position that I want on my desktop. And when you reach the position that you want to place it like this, just release the mouse button like this, and my window is right there where I wanted it to be. It's so simple, right? How to move a window? Just move your pointer to the title bar of the window that you want to move like this. Press and hold the left button of your mouse and then drag your window to any place that you want. When you release it, the window will exactly be in that position. So simple. Let me close this window and open a program like Word, for example. And as we saw earlier, when I want to move this window, I'll just move my pointer to the title bar of my window like this, and then I'll press and hold the left button of my mouse, and I can now drag this window to any position that I want. So simple, right? Now that's how you move a window. You are literally in control of your workspace. Every time you move a window, you are building control. Just like moving things on your desk until everything feels right. And now that you can move your window freely, let's learn how to resize it so it fits exactly the way you want it to be. Alright then, moving to resizing a window. Sometimes your window feels too big or too small. Just like arranging papers or books on your table, resizing helps you manage your space. Now, how to resize a window? To resize a window, move your mouse pointer to the edge or corner of the window, like this, until the pointer turns into a double-sided arrow, like this. And now press and hold the left button of your mouse and drag inward or outward like this. You see? Now I'm resizing my window. You see? So simple, right? Here I'm still holding the left button of my mouse. You see, I can resize my window the way I want it to be. And when I release the button like this, now I have the new size of my window. You see? To resize this window from the right edge, just move the cursor to the right edge of the window like this until it turns into a double-sided arrow like that. And now I can resize it. You see? I can move my cursor to the bottom left corner of my window like this until it changes into a double-sided arrow. And now I can resize it inward or outward like that. It's so simple, so simple. You can even practice this by yourself. You see, resizing a window. Very simple, right? Now, resizing is just like adjusting your chair. It's about comfort. You shape your screen to save you, not the other way around. And now, once you can move and resize, the next step is to organize. Let's see how to arrange more than one window together. Alright, arranging two windows side by side. Now, before we begin, let's remind ourselves what a window really is. A window is simply the rectangular area that opens whenever you start a program or a folder. It is the space where you see and control what is inside, like your files, pictures, or tools. Every program you open, it might be Word, Excel, Chrome, even this PC, opens inside its own window. That's why learning how to manage windows is so important. It's how we interact with everything on the computer. Now let's begin and see how to arrange two windows on your screen. Let me begin by opening two folders. One of the folder is data, this folder named data. Let me minimize it and let me open another folder, for example, this PC. Now I have two open folders. One is minimized and the other one you can see it up here. Now let's see how to arrange them side by side. Now to arrange the two folders side by side on our screen right here, first move your mouse to the title bar of the first folder like this, and then press and hold the left mouse button and drag the window slowly to the left or right edge of your screen like this. Now, when you see a soft transparent outline, release the mouse like this. Release the mouse. You see that? The window snaps perfectly to one side. Now look to the right here. Windows shows the other open windows. You see? All of these are open windows. Now to the right here, click the other folder that you want to arrange it, and it instantly fills the other half of the screen. In this case, let me select the data folder. This one, the one we opened before. Click. Now both folders are side by side as you can see them. This PC on the left and data on the right. And this is perfect for comparing files, copying, or moving items easily. So simple, right? One folder is on the left and another folder is on the right. Completely half screen. Now let me close the two folders and try this again with two programs. Now down here I have Chrome open, the program for accessing the internet, and also I have Excel open. You see? Now let's arrange these two programs side by side. Excel program on the right and Chrome on the left. Now to arrange the two programs, move your cursor to the title bar of Excel like this and hold the left button of your mouse and drag the program to the right like this and release the button. And then to the left, click on Chrome. Now Chrome and Excel are arranged as you can see them. You see, Chrome on the left and Excel on the right. Please make sure you try this by yourself. Now, why this matters? When you master arranging windows, you start controlling your workspace instead of letting it control you. You will notice how calm your work feels. Less jumping between tabs, less confusion. Everything you need is right in front of you. Your computer becomes more than just a machine. It becomes your digital desk, clear and ready for creativity. Now, every time you arrange your windows, you are not only organizing your screen, you are training your mind to stay focused and disciplined. And now that your screen is neat and your mind is clear, let's now move into something you probably use every single day, the flash drive. A flash drive is one of those small tools that makes a big difference. A flash drive, sometimes we call it a USB drive, is a teeny device that can carry your files anywhere you go. And in a moment, we will see how it helps us transfer files from one computer to another easily. Now on my screen, let me open this PC folder. Let me double click on this PC icon to open it, and here we go. Right now, as you can see here, there is no flash drive connected, and soon you'll see how it appears the moment we plug it in. Now, let's plug in our flash drive. Did you see that? A new flash drive just appeared. Its name is Athanas with letter G. The name of your flash drive helps you know which one is yours. Now let's open it. So this window is showing the contents of our flash drive. Remember, the name of our flash drive is Athanas, as you can see it up here. Now let's copy something from our computer to this flash drive right here. And to do it, let's open something right here. Maybe let's click on this location here, and we have some folders right here. Now this window shows a folder which is in our computer, and the other window is showing the contents of our flash drive. What I want us to do now is to copy something from our computer to our flash drive. Now, to make our work easier, let's view both windows at once by arranging them side by side as we land. Let's do it. Now we have our two folders side by side. The right window shows contents from our computer, and the left window shows the contents of our flash drive. Now let's copy this folder called Movies from our computer to our flash drive. To do it, I'll first select my folder that I want to copy, and then I'll press and hold the left button of my mouse and drag it all the way to my flash drive. And you can see the words there, copy to Athanas. Remember, Athanas is the name of our flash drive. And when I reach here, I will release to allow the copying process begins. Release. That's it. The copying begins. You will see a small progress bar appear showing how transfer is going. Always wait before it finishes before removing the flash drive. Now look, the movies folder is inside the Athanas drive. This means when you eject your flash drive, you will have the movies folder with you. And when you insert the flash drive into any other electronic device, like a different computer, you can copy or watch the movies contained in this folder. And we have successfully transferred it. Very simple, right? Now, before we remove the flash drive, let's do it the safe way. Let me first close these two folders. And if you go all the way down here at the bottom right corner, click on this small icon here. And there, click eject to safely remove your flash drive. Here we are done, so now I can safely remove my flash drive. That's how you keep your files protected from damage. It's simple, isn't it? Technology always looks harder than it really is. But when you take it step by step, everything becomes clear. Every new skill builds your confidence. And the confidence grows each time you practice. So, every time you see a flash drive, you don't have to worry because you understand it. Alright, and now that you can organize your screen and use a flash drive, welcome to this exciting part of our learning journey, universal computer concepts every user should know. This is the foundation of everything we will ever do with technology. Once you understand these basic ideas, you can work confidently in any digital space, whether at school, at work, or even at home. The beauty of computers is this: once you learn one program, you can learn them all. They share the same patterns, like rhythm in music or steps in a dance. That's why our theme says, master the basics once and feel at home in the digital world forever. This session is not just about clicking or typing, it's about thinking digitally, feeling comfortable with technology, and using it to grow, lead, and create. So before we begin, remember this: every great journey in technology starts with small, simple lessons that most people overlook. You see? Let's now dive in and explore these universal computer concepts together. Let's zoom out and see the bigger picture. Here is PowerPoint at the center, surrounded by other tools like Photoshop, Access, Canva, Audacity, Excel, and Word. They might look different, but inside they speak the same language. Menus, toolbar, commands, and shortcuts, all built in on the same logic. That's what I call the transfer of skill. Just like a footballer can play in different fields or a teacher can teach in different schools, once you master the basics, the environment may change, but your skill remains. If you have learned how to create slides in PowerPoint, it becomes easier to design in Canva, edit in Word, or analyze in Excel. When you understand how technology thinks, you stop feeling afraid and start feeling powerful. Every click you make is an investment. Every small step connects you to something bigger. You are not just learning PowerPoint. You are building the confidence to explore any program, anywhere, anytime. So remember, one skill opens many doors. And once you walk through one, you will realize the digital world is yours to explore. And now that we understand how one skill opens many doors, let's look at something that every door has: a handle. In computers, these handles are called menu terms. They are the same in almost every program, only the design changes. So let's go through them one by one. Let's begin with the home menu. This is your main workspace. It's where most of your everyday tools live: formatting, editing, and quick actions. Think of it as your digital table. Everything you use most is right here. And once you get used to your workspace, the next thing you need is a door. The file menu, the door of every program. It's where you create new work, open old files, save, and print. If you ever get lost in any program, start at File. That's your doorway back to control. After the door, you will want tools to fix or adjust things, right? The Edit menu, your Fix It zone. Here you can cut, copy, paste, undo, or redo. It teaches a beautiful truth that mistakes are not the end. They are just steps to improvement. Now, after fixing something, we often want to look at it differently. The View menu. This is where you control how your work appears. Zoom in to focus, zoom out to see the whole picture. It's like adjusting your chair or the lighting in your real workspace so you can see clearly. Now that everything is right, it's time to make your work more alive. The Insert menu, the creative heart of every program. Here is where you bring in pictures, shapes, audios, videos, or charts. Think of it as decorating your ideas, adding color, images, and power. After creating something beautiful, what's next? You check it before you share it. The review menu. The finishing touch. This is your finishing touch. This is where you check spelling, add comments, or track changes. It's your chance to polish your work before the world sees it. So, these 6 menus, home, file, edit, view, insert, or review, are like universal language that every program speaks. Once you know them, you can open any software and feel instantly at home. Now, let's see them in action, side by side in PowerPoint, Word, Photoshop, and Audacity, so you can see for yourself that technology really speaks one language. All right, now that we have learned the 6 common menu terms, let's see how they appear in real programs. Now, down here I have 2 programs open. The first one is Word in the top window, and the other one is PowerPoint in the bottom window. You see? Now here in PowerPoint and Word, you will notice something interesting. Even though these 2 programs do very different things, they share the same structure. You can see the file, home, insert, review, and view menus right across the top. They are just arranged slightly different. That's what makes them universal. You see? You see? Now, let me minimize them and let's see 2 different programs, Photoshop and Audacity. I have them open down here. To the left is Photoshop and to the right is Audacity. These programs are designed for totally different purposes. Photoshop for image editing and Audacity for sound recording and editing. But watch this, the menus are still familiar. You will still find file, edit, and view right at the top. You see? You can still find view, edit, and file at the top. That's the beauty of technology. Once you understand the patterns, every new program feels familiar. It's like learning to drive one car. After that, you can drive many because the principles stay the same. So, whether you are editing text or images, designing graphics, typing, or mixing audio, remember, the digital world speaks one language. Master the basics, and you can learn any program with confidence. Alright, and now that you are aware of the universal computer concepts, let's now move to part 5 of our session 0.4, how to personalize your computer. Have you ever opened someone's computer and felt lost? Like you walked into a wrong room? The desktop is chaotic, the wallpaper strange, and nothing feels familiar. Look at this picture. Someone staring at a messy desktop, confused. That's what happens when we never personalize our computers. Today, we will fix that and make your computer feel truly yours, calm, clear, and inspiring. Let's go to the desktop and do everything live. Now let's start with something simple, changing the wallpaper or background image. Now the background image is the first thing you see every time you log in, and it quietly sets your mood. Now to change it, just right click anywhere on the desktop and choose Personalize. Now on Windows 11, it opens the Settings app. You can see it here. And on Windows 10, it's similar. You'll still find background here. Now let's click on the background, and this is what will come up. Now on the right here, you can pick picture, solid color, slideshow, or Windows Spotlight. Let's go with a picture. Now before we change the background image, let me minimize this window so that you can see how our desktop is currently looking like. Can you see? Now let's go and change it. To change the background image, I will click on this Browse Photos, and here I have a list of images that I can pick from. Let me pick this one and then click on Choose Picture to change my background image. Now let's go back and see if it's changed already. If I minimize, you can now see the background image is successfully changed. It's looking good and inspiring, right? You can WhatsApp me or request in the comment section whenever you need background images like this. After changing the background image, notice how the feeling of the screen changes immediately. One small adjustment and the whole mood of your computer is different. You see? Alright, next, let's move to another setting, adjusting brightness. This protects your eyes. Now on Windows 11, I can click on this area at the bottom right to open Quick Settings. This area. Click. Here you will see brightness slider. This one right here. And I can slide it to the left to make the screen dimmer and to the right to make it brighter. You see? It's simple. On some Windows 10 computers, you can also go to Settings, System, then Display to find the brightness controls. Choose a level that feels comfortable with your eyes. Not painfully bright, not too dark. A comfortable screen helps you stay focused for longer. Now, let's move to taskbar settings. This is the bar at the bottom of the screen where your apps live. Think of it as your daily toolbox. Now, I will right-click the taskbar and choose taskbar settings like this. Here, Windows shows options like Search, Task View, Widgets, and Chat. If I rarely use something here, I turn it off to make the taskbar cleaner. If there's an app I use every day, I'll make sure it's pinned. For example, I can pin Task View to the taskbar, like this. When I come to the taskbar, the task view will appear here. But when I turn it off, there will be no task view in the taskbar like this. You see? Now personally, let me turn it on because I always need it here in my taskbar. Now let's look at hiding or unhiding the taskbar. Now let's click on this taskbar behaviors and scroll down like this. Now under the taskbar behaviors, there's an option called automatically hide the taskbar. If I click here to turn this off like this, watch what happens down here. The taskbar appears and it disappears when I turn it back on. You see? Turn it off, taskbar appears. Turn it on, the taskbar disappears. You see? So, when it's off like this, it gives me more space on the screen and it makes everything look clearer. If you prefer the taskbar to stay visible all the time, just turn the option off again and the taskbar will remain on the screen. A well-organized taskbar makes your computer feel good and under control. Now let's talk about the desktop, the space you see when your computer starts. Think of your desktop like your digital table. It's where everything you work on rests. When it's organized, it feels peaceful. But when it's full of random things, it becomes what we call a messy desktop. And a messy desktop is just like a messy room. You know things are there, but you can't find them quickly. Right now, as you can see, my desktop is clean and calm. But for the sake of learning, let me quickly make it messy. Oh my God! Take a look! Our desktop now is messy, right? It's not easy to focus and it's full of distractions. You see? If you have a messy desktop like this, it's not easy to find anything that you want quick. Please, as an ICT expert, don't you ever own a desktop like this. Now let me bring everything back to its place and bring order back. Ready. The screen now looks lighter, calmer, and clearer. Make sure your desktop is clean. Now, why a clean desktop like this matters? A clean desktop saves time and protects your focus. You can find files faster, start work quicker, and feel more in control. Your computer becomes a reflection of your mindset, clear, confidence, and organized. So, every few days, take 2 minutes to clean your desktop. It's a small habit that makes a big difference. Remember, a messy screen can drain your energy, but a clean one gives your mind permission to breathe and create. Now let's move on to another thing quick, exploring settings, the general settings of your computer. Now let me open settings by clicking on Start and then choose Settings from the list of apps up here. Now on the left, you can see a list of all the main areas. We will pass through each one briefly just so you know what lives where. System. This controls your display, sound, notifications, power, and battery, as you can see. Bluetooth and devices. This is for things that connect to your computer. Network and internet. This handles Wi-Fi, mobile data, and airplane mode. Personalization changes how Windows looks and feels. Apps. This manages installed apps and optional features. Here you can uninstall apps you don't need or change default apps. Accounts. This deals with people who use your computer. Time and language. This part sets the date, time, region, and language. Gaming. This controls game-related tools. Accessibility. This part helps you make the computer easier to use for everyone. Privacy and security. Protects your data and controls app permissions. And finally, Windows Update. This one keeps your system up to date and secure. Now you don't need to memorize them all, just get familiar. Confidence grows with curiosity. And if you get stuck or have a question, please go ahead and ask me in the comments or message me on WhatsApp. My number appears at the end of this video. So, personalizing your computer is not a decoration. It's comfort and control. When your background image inspires you, your screen brightness relaxes you, your taskbar and desktop stays clean, and you understand the settings, your computer truly becomes your own. You are not just using a machine, you are building a digital space that supports your growth. Alright, and now that you know how to personalize your computer, welcome to part 6 of our session 0.4, Technology as Creativity. This part is about seeing your computer in a completely new light. Not just as a machine to watch, type, or scroll, but a tool to create, teach, design, build, and inspire. You see, technology becomes powerful the moment creativity touches it. Every great invention, every piece of digital art, every system that solves problems, they all begin with a simple act of creation. So, as we move through this part, I want you to imagine your computer not as a consumer's device, but as a creator's canvas, where ideas take shape and possibilities multiply. Now the mindset shift. from users to creators. Let's start with a mindset shift. Most people use computers to browse, watch videos, or type. And that's fine, but it's only half the story. When I first started using computers, I used them the same way, checking notes, watching videos, and typing documents. But one day, I realized something simple yet powerful. The same tools I used to watch others create, I could use them to create myself. That changed everything. Now, the same computer that once filled me with distractions became my instrument for lessons, systems, videos, and impact. The truth is, the difference between ordinary users and creators is purpose. The same device can waste your time or change your world. It depends on what you choose to do with it. Now let's talk about what's already in your hands. The amazing tools that make creativity possible. You don't need to buy expensive software to begin. You already have everything you need to start creating. Now let's look at 3 big categories of creative tools. Number 1 is design and presentation tools. Tools like PowerPoint, Canva, and Photoshop. These tools help you to design posters, slides, and graphics that tell stories visually. You can create lessons that shine, certificates that motivate, and visuals that speak louder than words. When you create something, you don't just decorate, you communicate. Now, next is recording and multimedia tools. Tools like Audacity, OBS Studio, and Premiere Pro helps you record voice, capture your screen, and bring ideas to life in video form. They turn knowledge into experience, something learners can hear, see, and feel. That's the magic of multimedia. It makes your teaching come alive. Next, coding and development tools. And then there is the world of creation and coding. Tools like Excel, VS Code, Figma, WordPress, or even Scratch. They let you build systems, analyze data, create websites, and explore the logic that runs our digital world. You don't have to master them all. Start with one, learn it deeply, and use it to make something useful. Because every great creator started with curiosity, not perfection. Now let's see real examples. My own creative work. Let me tell you how I used creativity every day. I create ICT video lessons by using tools like PowerPoint for visuals, Audacity for recording my voice, and OBS Studio for capturing everything live. And then I edit and share those lessons online so that others can learn, grow, and feel confident in their digital journey. That is creativity in action. But it doesn't end there. I also create business-level Excel templates, systems that help schools, offices, and individuals to analyze and automate their work. I do all of this not to impress people, but to impact them. Because everything on your computer can become an instrument of innovation when used with intention. Now let's see the vision line. Impact begins with creation. When creativity meets technology, impact begins. Every creative art, big or small, plants a seed of impact. You might not see results immediately, but every design and every document and every recording adds value somewhere. Now think about it. Someone out there may be waiting for the lesson you will teach, the poster you will design, the system you will build. Technology gives you the stage. Creativity gives you the voice, and purpose gives it all meaning. Now let's bring it home. Start small, but think big. Choose one tool and learn it deeply. Practice creating, not just consuming. And when you create something, share it, because someone out there needs exactly what you have to offer. You don't need to be an expert, just curious and consistent. The world does not remember those who only used technology. It remembers those who used it to make a difference. And that's what I believe you can do. So today, open your computer with purpose. Create something. Because the moment you begin to create, you begin to impact. And that's it. We have come to the end of this journey. My name is Teacher Athanas, and this marks the end of session 0.4, Universal Computer Concepts Every User Should Know. And if you have enjoyed this session, please like this video and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next exciting sessions ahead. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and I will personally reply and help you out. And if you want to reach me out directly, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you very much for watching, learning, and growing with me. Get ready for the upcoming exciting sessions, because we are just getting started. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.